Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It's Godan. So here we go. Today's live stream is going to cover the Unak trials. Yes, I do apologize. I'm doing it on the very last day on Sunday. If I did it on Monday, it'd be a little bit more helpful. But I do have one good tip. The Adventures Guild refreshes and updates each week. Whether you do the event or not, it will change. Hey, Poopesh. Welcome. Thank you for joining. So, I'm on the test account, and I did not do the event last week, or the Adventures Guild quest for the Storm Maidens, but switched over automatically to the Unak Trials. So again, if you don't do the Adventures Guild, it will change regardless. Doesn't hold over. Hey, what's going on, Joey? Thanks for joining, man. So here we go, the Unak Trials. We're going to do a straight run through. See if we can get this relic token, right? So it's the same as last week. The Adventures Guild is pretty simple, pretty straightforward. It gives, hey, what's going on, Invasion? It gives us something to do, right? We're going to try this out. The last week, well, the week before last week, well, whichever week, the Adventures Guild with the Goliath was pretty tough. It really was. It's not easy. The Adventures Guild is for a recommended player level of Castle level 11, which makes sense. You gotta at least be Castle level 11 to accomplish this. We're gonna try to walk through this. Again, this is on the test account. We're gonna take a lower level Titan, not a big one. Let's see what we can use. We're gonna try to run through this and try to help some people out. What do we got? Hey, what's going on, Wiki? Hey. You like these Titans? These Titans, I keep getting the question, how do you have so many 4-star Titans? Well, it helps to be on an event team. Also helps if you just play the game and try to be consistent and regular with your activity. So let's see. I may have to use. Let's try this. Let's try out this. Let me gotta back up. I gotta do this one more time. I saw some stuff on the internet, on Facebook, talking about this Adventures Guild being a little bit difficult for a lot of people. It's always easier if you have a Summoning Titan. The game is easier period with the Summoning Titan, especially at lower levels. It helps you with troop loss. It helps you save resources. And J-Dub, you're only missing 10 4-star Titans. That's pretty good, man. I'm personally on my own personal account. I'm not close. I still have a ways to go. And again, this is the test account, not trying to show off, but let's I don't know what Titan to use. I'm gonna try to grab somebody who wasn't too strong. Try to use a Titan that maybe a newer player has, but it's hard. It's hard. Let me see if I have a decent ranger to use. Maybe I have a Logu here. No. I'm just got to pick one of my 4-star Titans. Sorry about that. Let's take our new Titan, Progenitor, right? We're going to run her through it. Not a great Titan, some say, for offense or defense. But let's see if we can take this level 40 Progenitor through here. And let's just buff up the all Imperials, right? Let's buff up the Imperials, see if we can get through this. Now the first few levels are going to be easy. Should not be any difficulty. When we get past the first few levels, we may want to switch up Titans. Oh no, I may have to switch over to like Poseidon or something. Let's see. We'll just run through this. Again, I appreciate everyone who's on the live stream with me. Thank you very much. When we see Kratos, I don't know, man. they've been seeming to forget quite a few things. One of the things that really disappointed me is that they started the quest too late. The quest should have been done earlier, last week, but they didn't start them until this week, so that was kind of a bummer. Now this account is not that great. As you can see, I'm missing quite a few relics, so I'm just going to throw something on here so we can get on the road. Hey, Lulian, is it Lulian? Thanks for joining. Good to have you here. Let's see if we can get through this. Alright, I don't have a lot of good relics, right? Nope, we'll take the Frost Fist. Titan resistance ice. Well, actually, let's put a fire resist on here. Yeah, fire resist relic. No, there we go. Frost shield. There we go. It's on Poseidon. You would pay hard cash for Kratos, right? Again, I would not. Troop capacity reach. Why is my troop capacity reach? Strange. Alright. Julian! Sorry, man. I was wondering. That sounded a little bit strange to me. Alright, let's run through this. Quick and easy battles, right? Here we go. We got fire. With the update, I've noticed a few things. Troops like to hide now. Troops like to go into the trees. Troops like to try to run off the map into places that are hard to reach. Not like before where they just ran to some random area. They have like set areas where they can hide now, it seems. Also, enemy troops can now see your troops that are hiding in trees. So you see we have some over here who are hiding. Have some over here who are hiding. Again, the first few levels will be quick and easy. Easy relics. Easy stuff for almost all players to get. Not an issue. There we go. Let's see if it gets a little hard. If it gets a little hard, we'll switch over to Poseidon. I think my Poseidon's maxed out, so he'll summon a few more troops. Progenitor. I'm not liking the Storm Maiden, so I want to go with something that's just going to go in there and since we have so many Horde troops trained, we'll use them up. So the Conquest, right? That's what's actively going on right now. I've got a couple of relics leveled up with the Conquest. Very excited about that. Should finish. I'll get close to finishing level 7 on the Conquest without spending anything. I haven't refreshed or replenished my warp stones using any gems. So far, I've just been playing it for free, 100%. Haven't even played as much as I did last week. Would have been great if it had been last week. Yeah, Wiki, it's a bird, man. I got myself a, we have a lovebird. She is loud. I wish she'd be quiet sometimes. Birds are pretty amazing, though. But yeah, she's out and about. I wish she'd be quiet. So, Julian, you say show you Runa. What good relics to put on the Runa to put on defense on the castle, please? It's very basic. Runa today is no different than Runa from before. Hey, thanks, Mezzle. Thanks, Wiki, man. I do like birds too. I think it's amazing how this like flying creature like want to hang out with you. But Runa is simple, man. Anything to buff your spearmen. It doesn't have to be anything particular. Just spearman buffs. You just want to increase the health and resistance to 100%. I'm sure I have a video already posted showing a Runa build. I don't think I have Runa on this account. I'd have to look. Right now, the Social Power Player program is on a hiatus again. So I've received a couple Titans before the events were released, but only a couple times. So I got to just play it out myself, and I'd do that on my personal account, not on the test account. Although Progenitor on the test account was played for. And that was not a fun week doing the event on 2 accounts. That's not something I normally would do. I know that there are many in the DOT community who do that, play the events on 2 accounts. I gotta say that was rather challenging. It took a lot of effort. But for some, it's a weekly thing, or at least once a month. They do that on both their accounts, their minis and their mains. Julian, it falls very easily in front of Osiris. Osiris is a super tough Titan. I have a hard time going against a lot of Osirises if they're built right. I do want to try that new Bass build going up against Osiris. And fortunately, I just leveled out my Osiris today. Just maxed out my Osiris today. So I am ready to take on everything with Osiris on my personal account. So I'm stoked. This upcoming Titan that we're just reminded of, Baba Yaga, the design of Titan should be coming out within the next week or 2. Got to save up for that big boy. That's going to be pretty exciting. So this first Adventurers Guild, the first set of trials, real easy. Going up against a level 40 Kazut, not bad. Level, Level 16 Unak Grenadiers, piece of cake. Most of your Titans should be able to walk through this with most of your troops. Whether you have summoning or not, should be pretty straightforward. Okay, so the end of the month for Baba Yaga, that's good, because I need another week off. That last event, I did about 1,500 or so battles, maybe a few more. I don't want to do that many again for a while. That was a real challenge. So yeah, this first set of battles is real easy. I know when it gets to the next set, or the one after, it should get a little bit harder. Lubu's probably going to be next month Conquest. If he does come out for next month, Lubu does, I hope they don't rebuild him and make him a 2.0. I mean, it's nice when they do. It makes the Titans more up to the current meta. But that means I would have to go for him. Or I'd be feeling like I do about Krampus 2.0. I didn't go for Krampus 2.0, and I actually wish I did now. But it's hard now with this sheer number of events. They haven't slowed down at all. In the rebuilding of old Titans, it's hard to determine which Titan you actually want to get. As a new player, the choices to pick which event to do can be pretty challenging, especially if you're free to play. It'll be really hard to do. Wiki, you don't have him. He's a good Titan, man. So here we go. The first reward, the Relic Token. He's actually a good Titan. A lot of potential for lightning. Yeah, you skip Krampus 2.0 also. Yeah, I wish I had him now. I didn't see his potential, but he is a sleeper agent for defense. So here we go. The second set, starting off against Sardu. Piece of cake, right? I think the Unak trials can be done, especially if you have anything that buffs your troops. You should do pretty good. I think Militia against Grenadiers is also a good choice, especially if you have some fire resistance. Second set. The only thing I don't like is how they use the map. Definitely got to use spells to speed it up. 5 minutes though is a lot of time. Yeah, Krampus 2.0. He's definitely a sleeper agent. Uh, for those, the few who actually got him, man, they made a good, wise decision to do so. Oh, you haven't done it yet? I'm gonna always do the Adventurers Guild. I prefer to do it at the beginning of the week, but I really wanted to see if the guild was gonna switch over to the new one or keep the old one. I was surprised, but it makes more sense that they switch it over automatically to the newest adventure, so everyone stays current. Now the question is, once they run through all the factions of troop types right now, or class types, what are they going to do? Are they just going to repeat them, or make them just tougher? That's what I want to know. What's going to happen once we go through all the races? But it's a freebie. The Adventures Go, I personally suggest I wouldn't run it straight through like this. I would do it in between regeneration when you only have a few stones. Do a few battles here and do a few battles here on another day, just to get it done. I do feel for the lower level players who are at castle level 11. Many are trying to get themselves something worthwhile. I don't know if it's worth trying to use up a lot of troops to get through this in resources. It'd be probably better just to focus on your castle level growth rather than focus on just getting the simple relic token. Depending on it, your troop loss and your spell usage, it may or may not be worth it. Oh man, I've got an important phone call. Who's better to get this event? I'm going to have to say Edalus. Someone brought up that question earlier or the other day on Facebook. What should I get? A great point was made. If you are a lower level player, it may behoove you just to wait and get Poseidon, because on a daily basis for regular gameplay, using a summoning titan will save your resources and make it a little bit better for you in the long run for growth. But if you want a solid attacker or defender, it'd be better to get Edalus, but he may not be as worthy for you or as useful for you at such a lower level. It makes good sense. At a lower level, I thought using a champion was best, using a tank, saving up all my resources, but it all depends. If you are a casual player though, I would just go for Edalus. I'd get the better of the two. Alright, there we go. Ladies and gentlemen, I gotta pause real quick. I got an important phone call I must take. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Appreciate you all waiting. That was quick. My son is out of town and we gotta pick him up. I don't want to leave him out there. Level 22. Getting a little bit tougher. Nakar. Titan that many people don't have. But also another Titan that many people don't use. I got myself a Nakar. I'm sure a couple of you guys do too as well. But I know no one who uses him. Now, one thing about this Adventurers Guild going against Unox, you have to worry about the map. You want to have troops that can cover the territory quickly, because you don't want to give them a lot of time to fire upon your troops and let them get wasted. That's where spell usage really helps on the Adventurers Guild. Level 1. Yeah, absolutely, man. Nakar is level 1. Maybe we'll get to him. Maybe. But I'm curious, for those of you who are doing the cap PP or just doing the conquest for relics, how many relics have you guys leveled up and maxed out on this conquest? Myself, hey, what's going on, man? I'm going to be at 3 relics maxed out. I haven't put in enough gameplay to get enough relic food. But I do gotta say I'm stoked, because the first relic that I did level up and max out was the Iron Scepter. If you had an opportunity to get that. JW got 3 also. Nice. If you have a chance to work on your Iron Scepter, I would recommend it. It buffs your rage spells duration, damage. Yeah, duration damage to give you 3 extra rage spells. Alright, here we go. You got 21 max 4 stars. That's pretty good, but I know you didn't do 21 4 stars this event. You couldn't have. If you maxed out 21 4 stars in this event, man, you are awesome. Whatever you're doing right. So Bellabog, the Conquest Titan. Cool looking Titan. The artwork is very awesome. Just the fact that they didn't reskill him, not really worth it. But he is a Divine Titan. Only way to get him is with 12,000 Divine Gems with a possible chance. But this conquest gives it to us guaranteed. Leon 18, that's an excellent question. The difference between a Paladin and a Champion. Well, Paladins, they, like Champions, many have self 12. Okay. That's still good, man. Paladins versus Champions. Well, Guardians have definite truth buffs. Paladins have self buffs. Typically, Paladins have more resistance buffs over... Oh man, I'm getting eaten up, right? Paladins have more resistance buffs over offensive buffs. Yeah, we're gonna have to come back on this guy. It always gets hard, man. Yeah, see, Wiki. Yeah, it's all defense for Paladins, but Champions offer offensive capabilities. That's why, as a lower level player starting out, a great Champion is awesome. But that also made Paladins really hard to go up against when you're lower level. In the olden days, the toughest Paladin was Freya, man. Freya was a killer Titan. She could take so much damage that I'd be scared to attack anybody with a Freya on the garrison. But things have changed. There we go. We need some fire resistance. That just got difficult real fast. I'm not sure how we're going to do this. That got real difficult. I need to train some troops. We're going to try this. Brandon, you use Chronos. I may have to do the same. Let's take a look, man. Let's get some troops trained real quick. That was a lot tougher than I expected. Try this one more time. These last maps on the second and third level are extremely difficult. Alright. Let's try this. We're going to try using our... Ooh. Alright. We're going to bring everybody back. Like I said, with the range troops, the one bad thing is that obviously they get you from a distance. We're going to try to have them move in some. Use the summoning titans or summoning troops as a block. Keep everybody funneled and focused. Hang on a second. We'll get to that question in just a moment. But this just got serious. A little bit more tough. Let's keep everybody focused. Ooh, this ain't going good. This ain't going good at all, man. I remember when fire used to be easy to beat, but then something happened where even my most awesome Venom Tusk couldn't take fire anymore. Wow. It's another major defeat. What do I think of Drakor 2.0? I don't know. I haven't really used him. I haven't used him at all. He was very popular when the game first started. But I never had him until the 2.0 release. Alright, we're going to switch this up. We're going to have to try Kronos. Okay, Mezzle, I need Hades and place Omega in the bushes to the right of the map. What's that? What'd you say? I need Hades? Alright, let's try this. Let's see what we got. Let's see our best choice Titan. I'm thinking Kronos is pretty good though. Actually, I wish I had a level 60 Astaroth. Non-summoning. Dionysus would be nice. Hades is only level 41. That's not going to rock, man. Hades might get rocked. Let's try with the Kronos first. Let's get the Kronos in there and let's see if we have the right relics to build them up. Divine Touch. Yes. Let's see what we can do. Get him with his Kronos fire resistance relics. I think I got rid of all my good relics, leveling up other stuff. We're going to need some major fire resistance. What do we got? What? I got 80% fire resistance out the gate? I don't think so, man. Oh, you're talking about Astaroth, right? Yeah. Let us go with Astaroth. Because this guy is tough. Astaroth is also decent 51%. Decent Titan to use. Alright, Time Worn Doll. Let me find my relics. Let's get this guy rolling. Alright. Let's see. Time Worn Doll. I must have used it up. I must have forged it away. Yeah. Man. Forged away a lot of good relics. That's okay. That's okay. Man, this is tough. We're going to have to do the basic resistance build. There we go. We'll take that too. The cursed axe. Elemental grasp. We're going to need that. And maybe Lubu's crown. This ain't pretty, but this might get the job done. Yeah, I think I've eaten up most of his relics a while ago for video making purposes, so it kind of hurts. There we go, 100%, 100%. That looks pretty good, right? That's a pretty decent build. Let's just slapping some stuff on him. Astaroth 2.0, very excellent Titan. Go all shield. Maybe we can get better than that. Here we go. Let's rock it. Brandon King, thank you very much for the suggestion. Definitely think going with a Kronos or Astaroth. Kronos, I think, would have been more fun with the summoners. Let's do it like this. The only problem I see with this is that it's going to take too long. They might dish out and be able to withstand everything. They're just too slow. It's a big map. Now this map for a garrison would be awesome. I think it'd be very challenging if this was a player's map. Yeah, I use the same build on Kronos. Definitely, man. Definitely will. I think I said this in a... dang, Astaroth went down. I think I said this in a prior video at some point. But if I ever go up against a LAN, not a garrison, but a LAN where I can see the exact build that the person is using and I lose, I will go back and screenshot that build. And I will make that same build on my own Titan. Because sometimes some people will think out of the box and they get some awesome builds set up and do things in a way that, you know, I may not have considered. And yes, Prometheo has excellent builds based on what the computer says is going to work. But sometimes the human mind is greater than the computer. And thinking outside of the box, and we may not be able to push all the numbers, we can come up with some decent stuff. But yeah, Astaroth, easy. Kronos would have just been a little faster. But as you can see, when you get to the last battles on these Alliance Guild trials, it gets tough, man. It definitely gets tough. There we go. Orb stones. That's why the recommended castle level is castle level 11. Yeah, definitely got to be a little bit higher up, or at least have some decently leveled Titan. Maybe not too concerned with the troop level, but with Titan level, yeah, absolutely. So the last set. Now this is the third set, Unak Fire Trials level 3, right? So with all of these battles here, you're already starting off going against a level 60 Fire Strike. Now many people are tooting about their Fire Strikes being awesome, and I do think they are. But let's switch this over. We're gonna move over to Kronos and use the same build. Help me out, Brandon. Help me remember what I put on this. What I put on the Titan. I have a short-term memory right now. Okay, Kronos. Man, I wish that was Krampus 2.0. So Kronos, right? We got the Burial Potion. Buried Potion. Yes, check. Cursed Axe, right? Cursed Axe. Check. Alright, man. Take it easy, Invasion. Thank you for stopping by. Definitely appreciate it. Alright, we got 21 people on right now. That's awesome, guys. Thank you. So, Cursed Axe. What was next? What was next? What was next? Elemental Grasp. Alright, let's get this build going. Elemental Grasp. What was next? What was next? Lubu's Crown, right? Yeah, Lubu's Crown. Yeah, the skull. Yeah, we're good. I love this relic, man. I got to max out my second relic. I had to switch out from trying to max this one out to doing a few more of my void relics. But someone had a great suggestion, a great way to do things. Hey, Fortuna, thank you, man. Germany, sweet. Right on. Thanks for joining us. Beautiful country, man. I love Germany. Very beautiful. Had the privilege of living there for 3 years when I was 10 years old. It's awesome. What was last? Was it the Divine Touch? Is that what I had? Must have been, right? Let's take a look. I think so. I think that's what I had. No, it wasn't Divine Touch. What was it? Shoot. Paul Kundan from Australia. How's it going in Australia, man? It's bad news there. You're the other place in the world that has fire season. I can't believe that. I feel for you and your people, man. I do hope the fires get under control. The loss of life, the loss of homes is terrible. Alright, what was that last relic, guys? What was that last relic? I can't remember. It may have been a Divine Touch. It's just that Kronos doesn't have those buffs. Alright, that had to be the relic. We're just going to roll with it. Same thing. Archer, partial Archer build would be good too for this. Using the Omegas to block. The Unak growing power. 83%. Yeah, I hope it works, man. Should work. Again, this is the third set of battles. Definitely for a low level player. Hard to get to. No joke. It's like that first, the original Adventurers Guild for Sardu. That was so challenging for so many people. It took forever to get Sardu. It was not a joke. It was so challenging. Yeah, this is already looking good. Yeah, much better. Kronos, he may not be able to defend like he used to, but still a good Titan. Definitely a good attacker. I still get beat every once in a while on my garrison from somebody using a Kronos. Not used often, but used enough. Now, you know, a lot of folks keep asking when is Zeus coming back? You know, when are a lot of different Titans coming back? Kronos has already been offered twice. He probably will not come back again for a while. But I do think if you're a new player, if you have an opportunity to get yourself Kronos, I definitely would recommend it. Again, he may not be the best defender right now. I'd be shocked if they did an update on him. But he's definitely a good Titan. Who's better for garrison? If you're asking for garrison defense, Artemis, Hades, or Kronos, I would have to say, to me, it's a toss-up. Again, at one point, it would have been Kronos, But now I would even say Artemis. I've gone against a few Artemis who are really good. Although cats run in a straight line towards the attacker, it can still be good. Poseidon Poseidon will work on your garrison uh, at levels lower than Legend League. Good night, Fortuna. Thanks for stopping by. Seriously, really appreciate it. Poseidon on your garrison at higher levels at Legend League will not work. It just will not work. But for the lower levels, Masters, Champion, Gold, Poseidon will be tough. I've come across a few Poseidon that I couldn't beat. The Imperials were super buffed and just too difficult. But again, that's looking at troop levels. If I'm trying to take out a level 25 Poseidon that's built right, and I have level 20 or level 21 troops, it's going to be extremely difficult. So if you're talking about using Poseidon on defense against the same level player, same troop level player, most likely will not be good. But again, if you're at a lower level, he could do good for you. But at Legend League, I wouldn't recommend him. Man, I'm getting beat. Flamehide. That's a good looking picture. So this is interesting. At this level, all the troops that you're going against are level 25. Fortunately for us, they're not buffed with relics. If they were, it'd be a lot more difficult. Dark Yagami, welcome. Welcome to the stream. The Unak will flank us from every angle. Definitely. They surely will. We'll cover the back end. Poseidon, though, I like Poseidon. I have one. I would not try to get a second Poseidon. I don't feel the need. Personally, again, I'm going to go for Daedalus. Hey, Dark Yagami, thank you, man. Thank you for the subscription. Really appreciate it. I do this just for the community. It's gotten bigger than I ever thought it would be. Mezel, you say what? You get to see the Omega in the last fight against Hades? That's more than level 25? Wow. Dark Yagami, your Titan is level 38? That's not bad. Hey, what's going on, Extinction? One of the top global players. Good to have you. Tagger, good to have you too. Definitely good to have you all. Extinction, if have you hit 19 or what are you at now? What, 21 million VP? 22 million? Hey, Churro, welcome, man. I had to fill up the spot for Zalan. I see that he wasn't getting busy tonight, so I thought I'd stream for a little bit. I know the community always appreciates a stream. Daedalus in defense for the lower levels. I think Daedalus in defense for the lower levels is pretty good. Actually, a couple seasons back, one whole alliance had Daedalus. Well, not the whole alliance, but a good portion of an alliance had Daedalus on their garrisons. I was kind of surprised. I was really surprised, actually. But he can do okay. In Legend League, though, I don't think he'll do so well. Hey, welcome from Brazil, man. That's awesome. That is awesome. 26 million Extinction? Right on, man. Congrats to you. That is stupendous. I've never gotten anywhere near 20 million. Maybe 10 million was my most. The highest VP I've ever earned. Last week was a big week for me, though. I'm telling you, man. Last week. Oh, that's okay, Dark Yagami. No English is okay. No Espanol here. Very little. Un poco. Yeah, last season it was an intense week, man. Now let's get one more troop. On the last battle, who are we going against? Hades. Hades with his... Man. This is scary. I don't know if this relic build is good enough. I don't know if this is good enough. Only 72% resist. Alright, let's go in there anyways. King Killer Revenge. Is Poseidon good for offense? Poseidon is excellent for offense. Definitely good for offense because of the summoning. You can drop your troops right on top of our ranged troops. Drop your troops right on top of the ranger himself. You're using Kazit? Nice. I don't know if Kazit's going to take you all the way, but that's pretty cool. Grenadiers against Grenadiers. Churro, it's a stream full evening. Yes, it is, man. It really is. Uh-oh. Yeah, I think Sundays will be my new evening for streaming. Get my rest on, you know. But again, I wish I would have done this early in the week for those who are trying to get this done. But the most people who are watching these Adventures Guild videos or live streams are ones who are lower level, who are trying to get it done. Very difficult for the lower level players. For the higher level players, it's a piece of cake. They just take in their biggest Titan and they just walk on through. Hey, it is dark. It is. Resistance of Grenadiers. Yeah, that's what's good about it, man. Grenadiers against Grenadiers. Yeah, thank you, Churro. It is good to have a stream.